What if I told you the next 7 days could bring more snow than some areas have seen in the past 5 winters combined? With Arctic temperatures dropping to -12 degrees Celsius, 3 separate snow systems incoming, and no end in sight, this changes everything. It's Monday, 5th January 2026, and right now, as I'm recording this, severe gales are battering Scotland with 70-mile-per-hour gusts causing chaos. But that's just the beginning of a week that will rewrite winter weather records. Forget everything you thought you knew about UK winter weather. What's unfolding over the next 7 days is a perfect storm of conditions. Sustained Arctic air, multiple snow-producing systems, and temperatures that simply won't recover. If you're in Orkney, Shetland, or northeastern Scotland right now, you're experiencing winds that are borderline hurricane force, 60 to 70 mile-per-hour gusts, possibly 80 mile-per-hour on exposed coasts. This is immediately dangerous. Reports are flooding in of overturned vehicles, flying debris, power lines down, and structural damage. If you're in these areas and you're watching this, stay inside until this eases later today. But here's what's really concerning. While everyone's focused on the winds, the true story is the Arctic air mass that has locked in across the entire UK with absolutely no signs of breakdown through this week. Northern Scotland is being pummeled right now. The amber warning isn't just for show. We're seeing continuous heavy snow with accumulations building rapidly, already 20 to 30 centimetres in places, and it's still snowing. Every single shower in Northern Ireland has now turned to pure snow. What was marginal rain yesterday is now all snow today, and this pattern is spreading to affect more areas as we go through the week. The North Sea coast from Scotland to East Anglia is getting hammered. These aren't gentle flurries, these are intense snow showers, dropping 2 to 3 centimetres in just 15 to 20 minutes, over and over and over again. Newcastle, Scarborough, Hull, Great Yarmouth. If you're in these coastal towns, you're seeing snow accumulations that are exceptional for these areas, and it's creating major disruption to travel and daily life. The Pembrokeshire Dangler that meteorologists have been watching has now activated. This convergence zone is bringing organised bands of snow inland across southwest Wales and southwest England, more than models predicted. Edinburgh and Glasgow. Your morning commute is about to get significantly worse. What started as rain is rapidly turning to snow, and by tonight you could have 5 to 10 centimetres, causing chaos for the Tuesday morning rush. Manchester, Birmingham, even parts of the Midlands are seeing sleet and wet snow this morning. It might not look dramatic yet, but the ground is frozen solid, and once this transitions to pure snow, it will settle fast. Now pay very close attention to this. We're seeing sunshine today, which seems nice, but this is creating a deadly trap that catches people out every single year, and I don't want it to be you. That sunshine is melting surface snow, creating water. But at 4 p.m. when the sun sets, all of that water will refreeze in 30 to 60 minutes into invisible black ice. This evening will be more dangerous than this morning. If you must drive this evening, and I mean must, reduce your speed by at least 50%. Increase following distance to 10 seconds and assume every surface is skating rink slippery. Temperatures today are absolutely brutal. 0 to 2 degrees Celsius is the maximum most areas will see. But with wind chill, it feels like -5 degrees Celsius to -8 degrees Celsius. And tonight, we're plunging to -5 degrees Celsius to -10 degrees Celsius. Maybe -12 degrees Celsius in Scottish Glens. Tuesday, 6th January is going to be one of the coldest nights transitioning into one of the coldest days. We're talking potential record-breaking cold for January in some areas. This is serious. The snow showers across northern Scotland on Tuesday are relentless. No breaks, no let-up, just continuous heavy snow with blizzard conditions and drifting that's making roads impassable in the Highlands. A weak system might affect Northern Ireland, Wales, Central England Tuesday, bringing ice. And ice might sound less dramatic than snow, but ice causes more accidents, more injuries. This is not to be taken lightly. There's uncertainty whether this system reaches London and the southeast Tuesday, but Cardiff, Bristol, Birmingham are definitely in the firing line for a treacherous mix of ice, sleet and wet snow. Fort William, Cairngorms, the Highland Peaks. You're heading towards 50 centimetres total by Tuesday night. That's half a metre of snow. Some remote areas could see 60 to 70 centimetres. This is phenomenal snowfall. Thunder snow is possible Tuesday. When you see lightning and hear thunder during a snowstorm, that tells you the atmospheric instability is extreme, and these showers are incredibly intense. Southern Scotland, Northern England, Eastern England away from coasts, Tuesday will be dry, but so cold that frost persists all day in sheltered spots, temperatures never climbing above 0. Tuesday morning's frost will be dangerous, -5 degrees Celsius to -7 degrees Celsius widely, -10 degrees Celsius not uncommon in rural areas. This is cold enough to cause burst pipes, dead car batteries, hypothermia if you're exposed. Now we need to talk about Wednesday, 7th of January, because this is when things escalate from very cold with snow showers to major organised snow event affecting millions of people. A low-pressure system developing over western Scotland will track southeastwards, bringing our first significant frontal snow of the week. This is not showers. This is continuous organised snowfall. Here's what makes Wednesday so complex and so dangerous. There's a milder wedge trying to fight the Arctic air, creating a battleground where the difference between 10 centimetres of snow and 2 centimetres of slush is just miles. If you're on the eastern or northern side of this system, you will see heavy snow. 5 to 15 centimetres is likely across northern England, Midlands, parts of Scotland. This will cause major disruption. Birmingham, Nottingham, Leicester, Sheffield, Leeds, Manchester. Wednesday is looking like a write-off for travel. Expect school closures, transport chaos, and hazardous conditions lasting into Thursday. The snow-rain line Wednesday is so marginal that it could shift 50 miles with 1 degree of temperature change. We won't have certainty until Tuesday evening, but the potential for disruption is very high. Aberdeen, Inverness, the far north. Wednesday brings more heavy snow on top of everything that's already fallen. You're looking at 50 to 60 centimetres total by Wednesday night in the Highlands. Some spots could exceed 70 centimetres. London and southeast on Wednesday currently look to miss the worst, but if that system tracks 30 to 50 miles further south, you're in the heavy snow zone. This is why I'm saying prepare regardless of current forecast. Wednesday temperatures will be marginal, 2 to 4 degrees Celsius in precipitation areas, but the ground has been frozen for days, so snow will settle initially even at these temperatures, unless it transitions to rain. Thursday, 8th January, sees a wind shift to northwesterly, which completely changes the shower pattern. Eastern areas get a break finally, but Western Scotland, Northern Ireland, Wales see an increase in activity. Newcastle, Leeds get a respite Thursday, a chance to dig out, recover, prepare for what's potentially coming, because Thursday is the calm before what could be the biggest storm. Everyone needs to stop and pay full attention now, because Thursday into Friday, 9th to 10th January, is tracking to be the most significant snow event not just of this week, but potentially of the entire winter. A major Atlantic low is forecast to move in, and depending on its track, which is still highly uncertain, this could bring blizzard conditions, heavy snow, 15 to 25 centimetres plus, and widespread disruption across England and Wales. The American GFS model is showing snowfall so heavy and so widespread that it would rival or exceed the Beast from the East 2018. We're talking potential for national emergency level disruption. I'm being completely honest with you. We're 4 to 5 days out, and models are showing 50 to 100 mile differences in track between runs. And that difference is everything between 20 centimeters of snow or 20 millimeters of rain. The GFS Midnight Run shows heavy snow across central and northern England. The 6 a.m. run shows it further south, affecting more of southern England. In just 6 hours, the forecast changed dramatically. Historical patterns show these Atlantic lows typically track further south than initially modelled. If that happens here, areas currently thinking they'll miss it could get slammed with heavy snow Friday. The setup is this. Arctic air is locked in across the UK. Atlantic moisture is abundant. If that low tracks through the perfect position, we get explosive snowfall rates of 2 to 3 centimeters per hour. Ensemble forecasts, running the model hundreds of times, show most members keeping the UK in snow-producing temperatures Friday. Only a minority show warm enough conditions for rain. The odds favour snow. If this delivers as the more aggressive models suggest, and I'm not saying it definitely will, we could see 15 to 25 centimetres widely across central northern England, 30 to 40 centimetres over high ground. This would be catastrophic for travel. European model shows similar track but larger, milder sector, suggesting initial rain before snow. But even the milder scenario ends with significant snow as Arctic air wraps back in. My professional advice: we won't have high confidence until Wednesday. But the potential is severe enough that you should prepare now, as if it's definitely happening. Cancel Friday plans if you can. Saturday, 10th of January. After Friday's potential blockbuster, Arctic air comes roaring back. If you got snow Friday, it's staying. Temperatures will be well below freezing all day, preventing any melting. Northern Scotland just continues its relentless bombardment. Snow showers all week with no breaks. This is creating a snowpack that will persist for weeks, not days. Glasgow, Edinburgh. Saturday. If significant snow fell earlier in the week, roads will still be treacherous days later. The cold prevents meaningful melting even with sunshine. Areas hit by Friday's system, potentially Birmingham south to London. Saturday is about dealing with aftermath. And that aftermath could be severe. Impassable roads, no trains, no buses, major disruption continuing. Saturday night is another brutally cold night, -5 degrees Celsius to -8 degrees Celsius again, possibly lower in snow-covered areas, frost penetrating deep into the ground. This extended cold is what makes it so damaging. Sunday, 11th of January, the final day of this 7-day period, and there's no relief, no breakdown. The Arctic pattern looks set to continue into the following week, with more cold, more frost, more snow potential. Sunday still sees scattered snow showers for Scotland, Northern Ireland, western areas, while central and eastern areas remain dry, but bitterly cold with another harsh frost. If Friday's snow event delivered, Sunday could see ongoing major disruption in affected areas. We're talking snow still on roads, ice everywhere, travel still chaotic days after the snow fell. Extended guidance suggests this Arctic pattern could last until the 13th to 15th of January. That's potentially 2 full weeks of sustained winter conditions. This is unprecedented for recent years. Let me give you the total snowfall numbers. Northern Scotland by Sunday, 50 to 70 centimetres. Widely, 80 to 100 centimetres over highest peaks. Some remote areas could exceed a metre. This is historic snowfall. Wednesday's system. 5 to 15 centimetres across Midlands, Northern England in affected areas. Enough to cause major disruption. School closures, transport chaos. Friday's potential system. 15 to 25 centimetres. Possible across large areas if it tracks right. Locally, 30 to 40 centimetres. This would be the most significant single event, potentially affecting 20+ million people. Eastern England coastal areas, 15 to 25 centimetres. Total from persistent showers, very hit and miss, some streets seeing double what neighbouring streets get. Temperature summary for this brutal 7-day period. London, 2 to 4 degrees Celsius maximum daily, -4 degrees Celsius to -7 degrees Celsius minimum. This is dangerously cold for a city where many homes aren't built for this. Manchester, 1 to 3 degrees Celsius maximum, -5 degrees Celsius to -10 degrees Celsius minimum. Wind chill making it feel -10 degrees Celsius to -15 degrees Celsius. This is cold enough to cause frostbite on exposed skin in minutes. Edinburgh, 0 to 2 degrees Celsius maximum, -6 degrees Celsius to -12 degrees Celsius minimum. Feeling like -12 degrees Celsius to -18 degrees Celsius with wind chill. This is Arctic cold. This is dangerous. This requires serious preparation. Even during precipitation, Wednesday and Friday, temperatures only briefly reach 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. Not warm enough to prevent snow settling on ground that's been frozen solid for a week. Current warnings: amber for northern Scotland through Tuesday, multiple yellow warnings for snow and ice, but expect significant updates as Wednesday and Friday approach, possibly amber or red warnings. New warnings will be issued for Wednesday's system, likely tomorrow or Tuesday morning. If confidence increases in significant accumulations for populated areas, we'll see amber warnings. For Friday's potential major event, warnings will come Wednesday or Thursday. If models continue showing what they're showing now, we could see red warnings issued. This is that serious. You must check Met Office warnings multiple times daily. Set phone alerts. Check before every journey. This situation is evolving, and you need to stay informed. Here's what you need to do right now if you haven't already. Go to the shops today and stock up. Food for 7 days, medications, batteries, torches, phone power banks, pet supplies. Have a power outage plan. This much snow and ice on power lines will cause outages. Rural Scotland and northern areas could see outages lasting days. Have alternative heating and lighting ready. If you have any travel plans for this week, especially Wednesday or Friday, have solid contingency plans. Cancellations are already happening and will increase dramatically. Scotland, Northern England, you are going to see significant impacts this week. This is certain. Prepare for multiple days of difficult or impossible travel conditions. Midlands, Southern England. Do not assume you're safe, especially with Friday's uncertainty. Prepare now as if you will get significant snow. Being over-prepared is always better. Black ice. Every evening this week, every single evening when the sun sets, roads that look clear will become skating rinks within an hour. This is unavoidable with this pattern. This is the most significant sustained winter weather we've seen in years. A full week of Arctic conditions with multiple major snow threats. This is not normal. This is not routine. I am not exaggerating. I am not hyping this for views. This is real, dangerous, potentially life-threatening weather unfolding across the UK this week. I'm updating daily with latest guidance. Tomorrow's video focuses on Wednesday's snow event with refined forecasts. And we'll start getting better Friday clarity. You must stay updated. Comment below. Where are you? What are you doing to prepare? Are you taking this seriously? I need to know people are getting this information. Share this video with everyone. Family, friends, colleagues, neighbors. Getting this information out could literally save lives or prevent injuries this week. Check on vulnerable people, elderly neighbors, people living alone, anyone with medical conditions. This cold and snow is dangerous for vulnerable populations. I'll see you tomorrow with crucial updates. This is not the time to ignore forecasts. This is the time to prepare, to plan, to take this seriously. Stay safe. This is real winter warfare for the next 7 days.